It's the Kennydoit and D podcast show.
Welcome to the podcast.
July was the week before.
What?
Yeah, it was. Wrong week.
It's the heat getting to me, bro. I swear to God.
Welcome to the podcast.
Speaking of which,
Come on with your bad self.
speaking of
But I wonder, like New Orleans, that's where I'm from originally. Do they have a homeless population?
Yeah.
That's where
Under the Claiborne
That's
Bridge
where you
over
were
there.
born.
Yeah.
So how old are you? You over 60, right?
I'm 65.
And how many years you lived in California?
Ooh, 50-something years.
Oh, so
Probably-
you from
California.
Los Angeles. You from Los Angeles.
where's originally from New Orleans.
Yeah, but they have a homeless population. They keep it hidden.
They
Like
got a homeless
No,
population.
they don't. It
They
ain't
got a
hitting.
homeless population everywhere.
They ain't hitting.
you know?
Nah, see that Claiborne overpass?
Well, they did say it on TV.
Well,
They under
and
them.
New Orleans is also in their projects. I think you didn't have to pay anything if you couldn't afford it. They'd put you in one of these projects, which was crap anyway. But
Not no
still,
more.
I said used to.
Yeah. Not no more.
Past tense.
What, you got to go through a lot of channels to get it?
They like these new projects. They ain't projects. They're condos.
Yeah, I know. I see.
They have a monthly inspection,
Yeah, I heard of that.
and if you have anything to them places, they're kicking you out.
I bet you they won't look like condos for long.
Oh, yeah.
No, they look good though.
Yeah,
Oh,
right
yeah,
now.
Betty passed. Let me pass
Yeah.
by one.
Just
Not
give them
done in a
time.
long time.
Just give them
They
time.
look
Air
good.
condition.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
look pretty good.
they don't put everybody in one apartment. So
You
they
spread
put
them out.
one here, one
Yeah.
here, and one here, and one here. So they can't congregate.
Yeah, it's really gingerfied.
That's not gentrification.
That is.
It is not.
You mixing the bowl of gumbo.
You're putting you're putting people who have money to pay for these condos, but people who can't. So as long as you got a tax base, those condos continue to exist. But there's no tax base, they won't exist.
But they say Vegas is like that too.
Man, I don't think I'll go to Vegas. It's too damn hot out there.
No, that's what someone, because
Yeah.
Lil Bit was living, like this girl I know named, call her Lil Bit.
Your
She was
girlfriend.
living in Vegas.
Vegas is hot. Especially if you in one of them casinos and happen to walk your ass out the door.
Ooh,
Yeah,
shit.
that heat slapped the shit out of you.
What? That was Carl call. He called, man, what's going on out here? I said, I told your ass don't move over there, bro.
Hey, a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah. I said, you don't even have to light your cigarettes no more, huh? You just pull them out. They just took stuff. We ain't got matches out there.
Shit, I was in Vegas one night, man. Man, it must have been about 11 or 12 o'clock at night, and it was about 119 degrees outside.
Dude, that shit.
It was smoking, man.
Carl be asking me, well, when you coming to see me? I said, bro, you better wait till winter. I ain't coming my black ass out there.
Yeah, winter pretty bad. Yeah. Well, I was down
It's
there.
cold there. It actually snows there.
It snowed there this year.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
flash floods, too.
Well, it's a desert.
Yeah.
So the flash floods where I live at.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a
Got
desert.
flash wind too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Them gangsters started something.
I mean,
Gangsters started
how many
Vegas,
times you come
Yeah.
home and your pool furniture in the pool?
Bunch of times. Oh, yeah.
Serious?
Oh, yeah. I just throw them on the ground, bend them up. I just throw them upside down on the ground so they won't get thrown into the pool. Yeah.
You ain't never caught the windy time. The
yeah, when
when
you had your
the wind
car
blow.
rocking,
Yeah,
yeah.
you get off right there with Dimitri's off ramp there, boy. That thing.
D.
I was coming
D.
from-
D.
He's known as D.
I'm known as D.
I was coming from
Well,
Vegas.
nah, because everybody heard it. the cat's out of the bag. I'm sorry.
Shit, you talking about Vegas like that? Hey, go to Arizona. Hey, Kenneth, go to Arizona.
That shit hot too. That shit there. Even the birds don't want to fly over
Wait a
there.
minute. What are you complaining? You're about to go to one of the hottest places on earth next week.
I'm scared, bro. I swear to God, I'm
Brownsville,
scared.
Texas?
Bro, the last time I went there, the fucking birds was hollering.
You go across the border.
That's Metamoris.
You going across the border?
Brownsville. No, I'm not going across the border.
How you know? You might want to go.
Well, they're talking about going to get some shit from. I don't think I'm going over there.
Yeah, you want to go to Minnesota?
I'm not going over there, bro. But them birds is really fucking. They wasn't going that bullshit. They was like They was at the Walmart in the fucking tree. Just open up doors, open up so they could fly.
It's a different bird. It's a summertime bird.
Yeah. And Brownsville, Texas, that area is where it's like 120. It's like being in Death Valley.
Yeah, Kevin told me he was a bomb. He was barbecuing. I said, "What you do? Just stick the meat outside the door? You ain't got to put it on the grill." It's hot.
It's hot there.
25th year anniversary. He having his 25th.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Kevin.
That's beautiful, man.
That's who you tell. I said, boy.
25th?
Yeah. Write a book, nigga, because I know I ain't gonna make mine.
You ain't gonna make your 25th, man.
She don't understand this.
Oh, okay.
Well, she by the time this is long, this is too long for her. She'll stop at the 10 minutes. Oh, I don't understand about it. I'm just clowning.
That's a beautiful thing.
I'm just clowning. You understand, girl. I do. Yeah.
New Orleans get pretty hot too, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's humid. Different type of heat.
Yeah, that's why they're selling snowballs.
Yeah, shit, they be. I remember as a kid, boy, sweating like a.
I remember, you know, my experiences in New Orleans. They all, walking around. So I remember being on top of the Parish prison, and that's where they take you to exercise.
Mm-hmm.
One side of the building was sunny, and the other side of the building
was raining.
You was in OPP?
Huh?
You was in OPP?
Yeah.
Man, that's where I was working.
That's where I was.
After you came here, man.
Oh.
Well, where was it?
He wasn't. He was already here.
Was it his mother?
Jackie?
That passed? What year your mother passed?
90.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he was already out here.
Yeah, I was. That's when my parents went to the funeral.
In
That's
Kansas.
where I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember raining one side of the street, and it's dark, and the other side of the street, sun is shining, and everything, and following me home from school.
Bad luck, Shep Rock.
Hey, Jackie ever pulled this trick on you? She said, when the sun is out and it's raining, that means the devil beat his wife.
Yeah.
She said, put the pin in the ground and listen to him. You could hear.
Yeah.
I said, I don't hear nothing. She said, yeah, keep doing it, you jackass. I'm getting soaking wet out there. She said, you don't hear him yet? She said, boy, this must be beating up really quiet today, huh? And said, hey, Walter, come see your son. He's listening to the devil beating his wife.
Hey, because he served them red beans and rice.
Yeah. She mad. He mad down there. I got soaking wet. She said, boy, I think you're going deaf.
Yeah, I've been in Orleans Parish Prison and St. Tammany.
Oh, shit.
I caught a assault on an officer in St. Tammany.
Yeah, you're right. They deserve it.
He called me boy.
Yeah, they deserve it in St. Tammany. They got a problem over there.
Prejudice.
Ooh, woo. Yep, Jefferson Parish, too.
Where's Natchadosis from Louisiana?
Natchez?
Natchadosis, is that called?
Natchez.
We got some beer there.
Natchadosis, Texas, ain't it?
One of them is it Natchadosis?
It's Natchez.
Natchez?
Yeah, Natchez.
Man, we were stopped because the bus stopped over there. We got a beer, and I came out. Stayed in there. The dude told me, you know what? You can buy the beer here, but you can't drink in here.
Mm-hmm.
This was in the 70s, man. Told me to go outside and drink.
Shit, in the 80s, in the St. Bernard Parish, they said, you can buy whatever you want, but ain't no colors going to be loitering in front of my store. Get your ass on. Yeah, you can keep your loaf of bread.
And Dwayne told me that too. Dwayne said, that's why he won't go there. Because he said he got some gas, and the dude said, we don't serve niggas, niggers.
He told Dwayne that?
Yeah, Dwayne went off.
He said that was in New Orleans.
Was it New Orleans?
He said that was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Where is that in New Orleans? I want to know where that's at.
Oh, he told you that story too?
No, you told me.
Are you saying that somebody...
You heard about
there was some yeast?
Yeah, some yeast.
Somebody shook a little yeast in there and blew it up?
Anyway, he said that's why he won't go to New Orleans.
It's like when I was in the service and the guy told me, yeah, I went to California one time. It was so smog I couldn't see in front of me. I said, smog or fog?
Yeah.
Because there's a difference, you know.
Yeah.
Did you do it like that?
Yes, sir.
You held that finger up?
I had that finger. There's a difference, you know.
Looking
But
like-
it was fog.
looking like a-
It's not smog. There's never been. I lived there my whole life, and it's never been smog that.
Well,
doggone-
you lived there your whole life.
Well, you got to remember.
except for when you were in the service,
Who?
in school,
Yeah,
college.
6 years.
But I can see New Orleans again like that because you got a lot of little cities that backwood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they control the blacks in that area, and they do what they tell them to do.
Yeah, like
There's black towns in those areas. Did you know that? 100% black.
Get out of here.
Yeah, 100% black.
Very
And I ain't talking about black. They're black.
But I'm talking about
You talking about them blue blacks?
That's right.
some Creole people be doing that.
Yeah, they catch it.
Huh?
2-piece, like Damon said. You want that 2-piece? They would give one for 2-piece. You want that 2-piece? They catch it.
Dark and brown.
Left and right.
Yeah. They be telling, yeah, he act like he want that 2-piece with that bullshit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's black towns. That's 100% black. There's no whites there.
Damn.
Can you name one?
I don't know the town names.
Oh.
I drove through them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they couldn't come outside at a certain time.
What about you ever heard of that place? What was that place?
There's a lot of them in Alabama.
Yup.
The Black Wall Street in Oklahoma.
Oh, back in the damn 20s and
Tulsa,
30s.
right?
Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah. Where they had all the stuff and the white folks got mad and burned the whole town down. Let me you don't like me and say that.
I was doing,
It's D.
The-
Yeah, D.
yeah.
Oh, because they don't want me
The
to
rat's out of the bag, man.
It's
Look, if anybody's paying attention,
I'm still listening, yeah. We ate on this episode. I don't know if we're going to do too well on this episode. Might have to edit it, Kenny.
yeah.
Can it?
Can he do it? Can he do it?
Kenny, you know how to edit?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you gonna work your way up to the studio position.
Just like
You
music.
a jack of all trades, master of many, huh?
I do a lot of shit, bro. I do a lot of stuff. What's the other topic you got?
So Kenny,
I
since you're going to the since you're going to this wedding, right?
Yeah.
Right. I noticed you got a little gray in the mustache. Are you
Yeah.
doing your Grecian formula?
You goddamn right. I will dip dot this motherfucker. My shit will be
It'd be straight black, huh?
yeah. He got a mind of his own. He said, I'm gonna be the
That gray dude. That's how anybody that knows.
Yeah.
Because them gray hairs go. Yeah.
I look like a fucking cat right now. This motherfucking white hairs going hell kind of way.
You color them up, don't make them behave.
Yeah, they getting mad. Look like they getting mad. Hey, bro, I don't want to be this color. What's your problem? I remember I asked Mama before she died. I said, Mama, why did these gray hairs come still, babe? Let me tell you something. They gonna get out of whack somewhere. They gonna pop up in places you even never do.
All in your ear.
Yeah, well, Mama was telling me that shit, bro. I was laughing.
You know.
Yeah.
Mama died with straight black hair.
Yep.
103 years old. No gray.
I ain't saying nothing
Yeah,
about
that
that.
guy wasn't lying.
This dude here but had the best Aflac insurance ever. Don't listen to him, Mama.
That guy-
No gray on her head. Straight black.
Straight black?
Straight black.
Shit, Uncle Neil the same way. Last time I seen him, he was shit in his 80s then, or 70s. Then they have a black, white hair in his head.
Like an old boy that's on Channel 2 News, sportscast.
Oh, Jim Brown.
Jim Hill.
Jim
Jim
Hill.
Hill, yeah.
Jim Hill's like 75 years old. Ain't got no
Ain't
gray.
got no gray. Yeah, okay, Jim.
I seen him at the Laker game.
Okay, Jim.
That shit was funny, bro. It looked like he had a low-key helmet on.
He wears a toupee.
Yeah, that shit was crooked.
You
I mean, nobody tell him
got a
nothing.
bad run?
Yeah, Denzel was talking to him and all that shit, bro.
Nobody said nothing.
Nothing. That shit was like this.
Hey, man, you run crooked.
Ain't nobody tell him
Hold
nothing,
up,
bro.
man. Let me walk you past it to the men's room.
Yeah.
Man. Why don't you go in there and take care of that?
To show him in the bed, he gonna say, "Damn, why the mirror crooked?" fucking mirror crooked, bro.
I think him and Mr. Duff used to advertise the toupees back in the day.
I didn't know he wore a toupee. Y'all told me something different. I thought that was because I said, damn, his hair look bad. And, it looked funny looking.
Yeah, it was crooked sometimes.
When I was at Terminal Island, there was a cat there. He was a doctor or something. From a distance, it looked like he had a full head of hair. But when you got there, all this up top was like shoe polish or something. He had it with an edge on it. I couldn't, every time I saw him, man, I couldn't help but laugh. But I just
they got this stuff where you spray in the back of your head and you got a ball spray.
Yeah, but when it rained, nigga, it be sweat. They should be coming down like this, like they're in a horror flick.
They can do better than that, man. In this day and age, it shouldn't run like that.
I see the guy like that.
A lot of they make that for a lot of women too.
Nigga, they said they sell that shit at the dollar store, man. They can't do no better.
I use one of them the mustache diamonds.
At the dollar store?
Yeah, from dollar store. That shit had my shit pitch black. I'm like,
Pitch?
my shit looked like he had a whole conversation. I told you, boy, I'm back. My mustache, I had to trim that shit down, bro.
Hey, your problem probably was either your hair probably not black. Probably just dark brown.
Dark brown, yeah.
My eyebrows say it was tell a different story.
No, your eyebrows say that you've been putting something on them.
I ain't never touched my eyebrows. Never. That's the best looking thing on my face, my eyebrows. I ain't gonna lie. My eyebrows, yeah, and my lips, that's it. Everything else, yeah.
Derek don't have eyebrows.
Yeah, what happened?
I've been like that for years.
For real?
You got an afro on your ear, brother.
Demetri, please not talk. This dude here, let me tell you about Demetri and his hair. D? Yeah. D. Let's talk about this hairy dude.
They call him Didi.
Didi, yeah. This dude here got more hair. This was his excuse why he was so hairy. He tells us he got bit by a dog.
Well, he did.
I know. That's why he told about the lip.
Yeah, that's a true story.
Yeah. But he said the
Did he tell
saliva.
you why the dog bit him?
Yeah, he went down there and talked to the dog while he was eating.
He was feeding the
that's
dog.
not the truth.
Oh,
That's
shit.
not why.
He pushing the dog bowl.
Look, he put the bowl, the dog was on a chain. He put the bowl, I don't know if he knew what he was doing, but he put the bowl out the dog's reach. So the dog, trying to get at the food. Then he put his head down there when he's pushing the food to the dog. And that dog said, get your ass.
You plead the fifth on that?
Oh, probably.
Oh, that's true. I mean, but look, he bit him through both lips. He had both the top and the bottom lip.
Jack me up.
Yeah.
Arrow saved me.
Yeah.
He was hanging on for dear. I went and got Daddy's lead pipe and hit that sucker in the head.
Hurt him. Oh!
See, nowadays you go to jail.
Yeah, I know.
Don't talk about it.
He was in the wrong. He got bit.
He ain't
Being too close to the
bite
dog.
my brother and get away with it.
I know a guy in New Orleans. What was that? It was a Kirby's sister. Somebody dog bit her. She bit the dog back.
Yeah. She a big girl.
Karen, Kirby, one.
Wasn't Karen pretty?
I forgot. But shit, it's been 50-something years ago.
Bit the dog back.
Bit the dog back.
She a big girl?
No, she was a little girl then.
Oh.
She was little.
But was she a big little girl?
No.
She had
You know
problems.
what we talking about.
Well, no. She
What Demetri would call a hefty heifer.
Hefty hope.
That but she was a little girl there, so let's hope she wasn't a hoe.
And Kirby and them had a sister that was hot, bro. What her name was? You know.
Wanoma?
Y'all was using that word back then?
Yeah. Wanoma. The whole family was like the daddy, though.
Yeah.
The daddy was hoish in the mother.
He was still trying to get at people at mama's funeral.
I know.
Old lad trying to get some pussy.
Grandma told me.
It's one of them things. Like I told somebody one time how the thing about the sex addict thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can say you're a sex addict. For me, the first time I got some, I've been wanting to get some more ever since. Yeah. So I mean, I guess I'm an addict too. I mean, whatever you like, once you the first time you
get that feeling,
you get that feeling. I mean, you're always trying to repeat it.
Yeah.
But Grandma, this true story, Grandma said, yeah, you shouldn't have brought your girl down. I said, why, Grandma? He said, see him? No, she said, you leave him over here, leave her over here because he like young women.
Like
She was talking about
Epstein?
No, what you call him? Gregory father.
Father, yeah. Mr. Leonard.
Mr. Larkin.
Larkin.
Yeah.
Who was Mr. Leonard then?
That was the guy next door to Mama, right?
Larkin.
Who was that,
Their
Mr.
last name is Larkin.
Leonard was the dude with
The guy next door to the house that flew away. That
not Tom P. House.
Tom
Oh,
P.
Tom P. That's right.
And who was the guy across the street?
The
The old
Larkins.
guy who always had a can of beer in his hand.
Oh, Falstaff. Mr. August.
Yeah.
He had a son named August, too.
Yeah. Yeah, Renee and all
Oh,
of them.
yeah.
His
Yeah.
name was August.
No,
Crazy.
You said Mr. August, so I figured.
Mr.
You
August.
say he got a son named August. August.
Them young good, keep them young.
Yeah, he walked the street with a Falstaff can in his hand.
Cheap beer.
Yeah, all the time.
All the
Yeah.
time.
Back then,
Yeah.
back then it was all.
Falstaff, no, you get that Dixie beer from New Orleans.
You still sell it?
I don't think so, but
I ain't seen a Falstaff. They only sell Falstaff in New Orleans.
No, it ain't. When the Falstaff was down the street from the prison. On
Paris Prison?
Tulane.
Dixie was right next to Falstaff, right? The Dixie Beer Company.
See, I'm gonna do my best impression of Derek right now,
There's no famous person that says Dixie.
and I'm gonna look it up, and I'm gonna say Falstaff beer.
It was on Tulane.
I know they still got the
Dixie
sign
beer?
up in the French Court.
What about Dixie and Jack's? Jack's beer?
Yeah.
That's Jack's Beer. That was what Jack's and Dixie was the same.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, because I know I went to the museum, or not museum, but I went to the brewery.
Okay, Falstaff is owned by Pabst.
Ooh, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Pat Blue River.
They got a lot of shit you can't find. Huh?
Yeah.
You can't find no Pabst nowhere around there either.
No.
Yeah.
Pabst
Remember they had
Knowles
that Brew
owned by-
104?
Brew
102. Brew 102 was
Right
like,
off the
it
right
was,
off the 10
that was
That
cheap.
became Pabst.
That was the cheapest beer on earth. I think it was
Man,
cheaper
light you
than
up like a firecracker,
you
too.
can buy a 6-pack cheaper than a 6-pack of soda.
Well,
That was the cheapest.
wasn't somebody said Pabst was owned by somebody? Because right
Falstaff?
here, Falstaff is owned by somebody, but somebody was saying Pabst was owned by somebody.
That's funny. Every place you go, they got their own brand of beer.
Well, now with microbreweries, you get
You got that shit
Oh, my
everywhere.
God.
that everywhere.
Yeah, because in Las Vegas, it was some hotel, the Venetian. They brewed their own beer.
Yeah, the Venetian Hotel.
Yeah.
Was it
They
brewed
got-
in the tub?
No, they got a big old thing, a brewery in there. I remember seeing
Was
it.
it good beer?
I never had none.
We got unlimited. You
Get
can-
out of here.
Yeah, you can stop at 1:30 if you want to.
All right. So you got another topic for the day, bro?
Yeah, cop who shot Eric Garner in New York will not face federal charges. What do you think about that? You know who Eric Gardner is.
That's
He's
the
the
guy
guy
with
selling the
cigarettes,
singles, right? And said, that I can't breathe, which was a lie. Never said that.
What you mean?
You didn't. There's no proof of that. And the people lied and said he did.
Well, shit.
There's no proof of that.
So if
So they
so
made
there's
up,
no
they-
proof
they-
he did or did not then.
No. There's no proof he ever said that. They got tape all over that thing. He never said that.
But ain't that chokehold is outlawed, bro?
Doesn't matter. He didn't say
But
he's
If you
didn't say-
being choked, how you gonna say it anyway?
you just what, so you're missing the point. Ken. It didn't happen. He didn't say it in those.
Sensationalized.
It's
it to make it-
sensationalize it. And so the guy is a criminal. Not saying he deserved to die. He's a criminal. He never paid child support in his life.
What
He
that
had
got to
6
do
kids.
with it?
Hey,
Child support got to do with it.
oh yeah, it does have something to do with it. Don't make this guy a martyr.
I'm not making him a martyr, but wasn't the chokehold outlawed?
Yeah. But
So
the guy
if
was-
it's outlawed,
the guy
why
was-
did they put
hold
the
on,
chokehold
hold on.
Outlawed where?
in New York?
in New York. Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, if it was outlawed,
It was against their policy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
use
wasn't
the
outlawed.
Yeah.
It was just against
Against
their policy.
yeah.
New York.
So if it's against it, he broke the law.
No, he didn't break the law. He broke policy.
He broke policy.
Well, then
It's a
if you
different
breaking
thing.
policy,
That's not the law. And you should know that, Mr. Cop.
but I know, but you still using some kind of force that's outlawed.
No,
That's not outlawed. That's a law.
Policy.
Against policy.
It's
So
against
it's a whole
policy
different
of
thing.
the New York Police
But
Department.
if anything if it's against policy,
It's not outlawed.
So when I say it's against policy, it's not against the law. So you can take somebody and put the chokehold on somebody. Would it be actually against the law? Is there a law that says that you can't use the chokehold on that person? If you were fighting somebody, is there a law that says you can't use the chokehold? Yes or no?
no, not in this state, but in New York, they were saying the police can't use it, right?
Because it's against policy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's not a law.
but that's not a law. That's what I'm saying.
but so why is he getting punished?
Policy is this: when an Uber driver and what's the other?
Lyft.
They not supposed to have the things in the window at the same time.
Hey, bro, watch under that.
Just say, they're not supposed to have, but everybody do it.
Yeah, that's a
Right?
policy.
That's a policy. That's not a law. Just say.
Kenny don't do it.
But it would, if it's against your policy, can you get fired for that? Technically.
Well, no, not really, because with Uber, you're your own business, and Lyft,
So you're independent.
You're independent, yeah.
So he was an independent criminal. So
That's
Yeah,
cool,
he had the single thing going on. He was selling
He was selling single cigarettes.
the reason why they got single cigarettes in New York because packs of cigarettes cost $14.
So was there a reason why the police officer used the chokehold?
The guy was bigger.
Was it because he was?
A lot larger than he was.
But did he do something in order for him to use the chokehold?
Resisted arrest.
He resisted arrest.
And
right?
how he arrested arrest?
How did he resist?
Yeah,
He
what
was,
did he do? Like he was trying to
get
tell him.
away.
The officer
He wasn't trying
was
to get away.
Yes, he was. You can see it in
He
the
was
video.
trying to effect an arrest.
Yeah.
And the guy was trying to get away from it.
Yes.
And in the police officer's mind, he was believing that he could use any force necessary to effect his arrest.
By any means necessary.
But isn't it also the truth that we can stretch the truth on resisting arrest? I mean, almost anything. I mean, if you stand there and argue with him, it could be.
So this is a lot of this whole thing is filmed. So there's video of it.
Okay, what I'm saying though is the whole
4
term
different directions.
resisting arrest is a kind of catch-all for one of those things that they can get you for if they can't get you for nothing else if you stand there and talk shit to them.
Well, I'm just
Not
going
saying
by.
you.
Yeah,
I'm saying
I'm going by.
I'm saying, can it not be used in that fashion?
But I'm going by what Dimitri was saying earlier, the fact that he was doing something that was wrong
Dimitri
and
said
against
the
the
guy's
law.
an ass wipe, so his opinion of him is no.
Yeah.
He's an ass wipe.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to get to the point where the reason why the police officer got to where he was. Now, he stopped him for a reason. That a reason was because he was illegally selling cigarettes.
Right.
Then, when he was trying to say, okay, you're under arrest because of this. And I may be wrong, but there was also a warrant out for his arrest.
Correct.
Because he didn't pay for his child support.
Right.
Okay. Now.
And petty crimes. He had several.
He had several petty crimes.
Mm-hmm.
And so the police officer felt compelled to make sure that he effect this arrest. He felt that way. Now, he went into the broader sense of using that chokehold to effect his arrest. Now, it was totally against their policy.
Yeah. Eric
But
Garner's a
either
big
way
guy,
it was,
big guy.
either way it was, they were going to get into a fight because he did not want to go. Now, the police could have said, he told me he wasn't going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
But now they changed it. They changed up that rhetoric to say, because it's good upon, the populace, saying that he said that he can't breathe. And again, just like Dimitri said, there's no evidence who says that he said that.
Right.
Who were the people that were there that said that he said, I can't breathe?
Well, it's a pretty good assumption. Once somebody gets choked and they're getting choked out, it's a good assumption. It's happened to me once.
Yeah.
It's happened to me once. The LAPD
And you told
had me good. They had that joint like this on me,
and that's what you said.
The first thing I was doing was looking at him like, we gonna see who the first one to go. And then as the blackness was coming, as the blackness was coming over me, I was the one that went,
Oh, well, it's happened to me too, not by the police, but by someone who was showing me how the chokehold wasn't. This is before LAPD was using it. Mm-hmm. A guy did it to me. He was a Marine, and he had just got out of boot camp.
Put you to sleep.
And that sucker got me. You were there, Derek. We both worked together, and he told me he could put me out. And, hey, before I knew it, I was gone. I woke up, I think about 5 minutes later, had the worst headache because it cuts off your oxygen. Yeah. He could have killed me at that time, if he really wanted to, But that was one of the worst headaches I ever had in my entire life. And I was only 13 or 14 years old. I remember that. I'll never forget that.
Did you see? The only thing that happened to me after that was the whites of my eyes was blood red, like the vessel.
Oh yeah, because it does that. Blood vessels,
yeah.
Which they call a petechia to the blood vessels in the eyes. It just strains because you're trying to get blood to your head. Yeah. You're just not getting any.
Look like a little demon.
Yeah.
How long it last?
About 2 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah, that's no joke, and that's why a lot of police departments pretty much outlawed it for their department or made it against their policy.
Mm-hmm. I remember they used to say putting you to sleep. Guy grab you and choke you out, put you to sleep. Basically, that's when you go to sleep.
Sometimes don't wake up.
Yeah, sometimes they choke you out long enough. Yeah.
That was who's that guy was on. Was it Law and Order? And had a show and the wrestler choked him out. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. What guy on Law and Order?
It was one of the cops.
Chris North?
No. It was Law and Order. He was a talk show host.
Oh, so you're talking about it was an episode? It wasn't one of the cops.
No. It was on this guy's talk show, and he was saying that wrestling was fake. And the wrestler came and gave him a chokehold.
Oh, that was Locker off of Taxi. You remember
that was off a lot. Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No, you talking about the guy who used to work for, what's the show come on ABC News? He has a big mustache.
He said it was fake.
2020. That's what you're talking about?
No. This wasn't Geraldo Rivera.
Not a Geraldo Rivera, though. Yeah. It's not a Geraldo Rivera. It's another cat with a big mustache.
No. This guy doesn't have a mustache.
Ask Siri.
Oh.
Yeah, let me look it up right quick. But yeah, that he told the wrestler that his wrestling was fake.
Well, it is.
Right? And the guy...
he's still a pretty big guy.
Did this to him, did a couple across his neck and then put him in a chokehold.
Anything that has to be rehearsed and the outcome is predetermined. In my opinion, it's fake.
They
have schools for wrestling.
The also on the other side of this
Richard
Eric Garner thing.
Richard Belzer had his own show.
Oh yeah.
Right, and he was telling this wrestler that his stuff was fake, and the guy just essentially beat him up right on live TV.
Belzer is a little tiny guy.
No, he's still alive.
Oh yeah. Belzer's a little tiny guy.
Yeah, he's a thin dude,
real thin.
The first guy that got that done to him though was off of 2020. He was I want to say his name was Gold something.
I know you're talking about with the big thick mustache.
Yeah, he was the first guy to get his ass whipped on that shit.
Is that the guy that's...
I personally believe there's no...
Is that Goldstein?
No, it's not Goldstein, but it's I know it's just a Jewish name.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was around the time when he had the mustache, around the time when Geraldo Rivera was doing it. And he said that to somebody, and somebody got to his ass.
Well, Geraldo Rivera was he got his ass kicked in Chicago going in one of those projects, telling talking smack to little black boys. Kicked his ass. Never forget that one. He always act tough. I'm Puerto Rican. I come from the Bronx, New York. So what? What the hell that mean?
Who was that? Some little young kid beat his ass.
That was
Short man.
Little
Kevin Hart.
No.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams, yeah, a little 15-year-old kid beat his ass.
Beat the shit out.
That's another little guy. I think he's smaller than me.
You see some of them 15-year-old cats out there that look like they was born 2 seconds after me.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Not only big, but they look old.
I remember you brought your grandson when he was around 15. That was a big kid.
Yeah. My grandson about to get up outside. Man.
Yeah.
He was fat at one time. He slimmed down. Shit, he big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that Similac, that new formula.
Be like Keenan.
Keenan
slimmed down. He almost died.
Slimmed down, almost died.
Back to that homeless thing. See, a lot of one of the reasons why you got some of the young people out here that's homeless too is that their parents use them
for drugs.
Not for drugs, but for money. They said they had some type of disease. You got to take, you know what I'm saying? You get that money for the child. The child got to take that medication.
Yeah, you got to have it in your system.
So they taking medication for something they don't have.
Yeah.
Something gonna happen to them.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why the homeless population seems to be getting younger and younger and younger.
Yeah.
And it's because the parents have used them for money.
I can tell you this. I went downtown to go film this little thing, and these guys don't want to be filmed. The homeless people, man, they had a dude come out of a fucking tent. He could be fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger and Mr. Olympia. I said, damn, what kind of homeless food you eating?
First of all, he probably down there. See, that's one of the things. He ain't protecting.
Nobody.
He probably selling drugs.
Drugs.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? He taking one for the home team. He living hard out there like that, but he really ain't living hard.
Say, bro.
He probably selling drugs and more shit. Some of them people, man, out there, they don't want to go nowhere because they want to do drugs whenever they want.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying all.
Yeah.
But some of them are like that, and some you got people because the law, this city has changed where the police can't do anything, so they got carte blanche to sit out there and sell drugs because police ain't coming by to rouse nobody.
Mm-hmm. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I said we were filming for like 45 minutes. The transact, you could see the transact. They had a woman and a guy sitting in a wheelchair, a roll of money like this. I'm like, damn, you seen that shit? And then the dude looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he was talking shit to me. I said, nigga, I don't care what you saying. What's the name of the cereal you eating so I could look like that, nigga? He said, bro, I'll whip your ass, man. You wanted to bust my ass, bro.
They get away with and you know what I'm saying, you used to, how when you was talking about the projects, you go on the projects, you go in. Now, I know they can't do this for federal projects, but I mean, county and stuff like that. You go in, they used to go in all projects. Some drugs was being sold in the unit. They got to go.
Yeah.
Not no more.
They
let them stay there because housing overrules everything. Yeah. So they got carte blanche to just sit there and sell as much drugs as they want.
I was telling Demetri last night. I said I worked in the projects.
And they had the drugs in the projects.
Yeah, motherfucker. And they always get the police the wrong information from the office. Oh, they selling drugs in the motherfucker down the street. I said, they got to be in on that shit. Dude, told Demetri, I'm watching the motherfucking housing patrol stop a dude by the gym. I'm painting the window, right?
They got a gym in the projects?
Yeah, they got a gym.
Damn.
Motherfucker drop the motherfucking money down on the ground. He pick it up, look around. And let it go. I guess to see who watching. I'm looking right at the motherfucker.
Well, you was watching. I guess they didn't care.
He painting the building.
I'm painting the building.
But he said they was looking around to see if anybody was watching.
Well,
You
they
was
looking to
watching.
see if anybody else
You
around
know
was
the
watching.
pole.
He knew you could hold your mother.
The popo?
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't gonna say shit because I seen a lot of legal shit. I said somebody in this motherfucker got to be knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
So keep your motherfucking mouth closed.
Yep.
You see, but you don't see.
Yeah.
How I can walk in a unit and they say, well, this unit getting ready to go. And the motherfucker selling drugs at the unit. I go up in there and shellac the cabinets and shit, open up the door. Then I smell it. Sure. Rock cocaine. Muscles. They call it dude muscles. He coming in. Everything all right? His friend get in front of the van talking to me and my buddy. He go up in there and what you call muscle go look.
What's the what
See
you
if
call it?
muscles is buff dude.
Yeah.
Well, see if you took his shit.
To see if I took his shit. And the guy said, was telling me about some girl he met at the VA hospital, right? Muscle came and did like that. Oh, man, let me let you go, man.
Yeah. They was going to pop you in the back, huh?
We'll see if I stole their drugs, man.
Mm-hmm.
2 to the head, 1 to the torso.
Yeah.
Muscle, man. This dude, they call him Muscle. You ought to see him. Look like a motherfucking pit bull. I say, I'll be out my motherfucking mind to fuck with his drugs.
Yeah.
And then you know what? They said motherfucker living in Chino Hills. He was selling drugs in the project, living in Chino Hills.
No, that's where his money is at, right? That's where people buy it. You know, they're in the projects. You didn't even have money.
Man, I said these motherfuckers are super slick. Ain't got connection in the motherfucker office.
Drug addict will sell anything to get some drugs, and that's the first thing they gonna get.
Yeah, man. Every other month, they used to have them Batarang. I said, now somebody in the office is telling these motherfuckers they never get the right house.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of shit is this?
You're getting tipped off.
Yeah. Dude, you gotta be inside job to me. Yeah.
Sound like people working there probably working for them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They getting paid. Go up in the unit, they say, you gonna do this work. Go up in there, motherfuckers got crack all on the fucking table. I said, oh, fuck, wrong apartment. Let me go. You come here to do some work, man? You go ahead. I said, nah, man. You ain't gonna get me caught up in this shit. Yeah.
Darryl, you had a question about something on that paper?
Oh no, I was just speaking to the Mike Garner thing when Dimitri said that he said he couldn't breathe, and then it said it made it look like the officer didn't listen to a dying man's declaration, and that's very pointed in that it politicizes what went on. Yeah. And I just wanted to put that out there because that's one of the things that's causing people to get up in a big uproar. Yeah. I wouldn't want to see nobody die from a chokehold.
And here's the thing I worried about because my brother was a cop during this time, right? And violence against cops is real, right? I ain't want nothing to happen to him, right? And these people, especially and unfortunately, in almost these black communities, they lie about the cops because that they know that's going to get it politicizes it and it makes it look like all these cops are racist.
Not all of them. But
my point.
I say 50-50.
No.
I say 50-50, me, bro.
I know there's bad people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the bad part about all that, the good cops are getting killed.
Yeah.
And the bad cops are still walking the street, dude.
Right.
But I think if, you know how they always say, can you help the police to give some information on that shit? Help the public by getting rid of some of these bad cops.
After Eric Garner got killed, there was I think it was a Chinese immigrant cop, and I think the other guy was a Puerto Rican. They were sitting in their car, right, taking a little break. Mm-hmm. They walked right up on these guys and blew them away. Yeah. For no reason. They didn't do nothing.
Well, they got to find them first. They didn't do nothing.
The cops didn't do anything. Right? And then I think it was another person got killed. They had another 2 cops got killed. That is just unacceptable because the police is just there to protect you for the most part. That's their
job. That's supposed to be their job.
Here's what I think is the root of the problem with the police and the public. Mm. And it's not the police per se. it's the union. Anytime something happens, you don't hear the police or bigwig in the police department coming out to say nothing. It's always the union. Now, the union has they're supposed to protect the people that are in it, but it's always an adversarial type of statement that they make. And so I think not only is it they're very powerful, it takes a lot to get rid of a policeman. So police unions and teachers unions, I think both of them are a little bit, too powerful. It's just too much to get rid of the bad seed. So that's part of the problem. You get a person gets in trouble, they get 50 days death duty, something like that, and the municipalities, the cities or whatever who give them the contracts, they're part of the problem too because they give them that much power. Mm-hmm. But that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Is that the unions seem to stoke with their
rank and file?
Not the rank and file. It's the statements that they make after something's happened.
They're protecting their.
They're supposed to protect their interests, but they don't have to say anything.
That's true.
And that's what I think is part of the problem. Everything that happens, you don't have to get out in front of.
Yeah.
First of all, you have a built-in. If you notice, there's a bad image of almost everybody. You got the crooked politician, you got the crooked lawyer, the bad seed doctors, and everything. Nobody really, even though most people know that there's some there, they don't talk about law enforcement the way they talk about these other things. So you have a built-in cushion. Mm-hmm. Just because I think most people would rather believe that everybody's above board than anything else. So you don't have to, every time something happens, you don't have to get out there and make a statement, and you definitely don't have to make an inflammatory statement. And I think that's part of the problem. That's just me.
Yeah. That's a good
valid point.
Yeah. I understand that that's their job.
Yes.
To protect their rank and file. Mm-hmm. But you don't have to. You don't have to do that.
Yeah. Well, they had an LAPD officer just recently that got arrested for rape.
Yeah.
And they followed pretty much the channel. First they
thought that was a deputy.
No,
I thought that was a detective.
No, LAPD officer. Mm-hmm. He was a traffic LAPD officer.
No. This guy was a detective. This
is very recent.
I think you might be talking about the guy who got caught filming in the men's bathroom in Orange County. I think he was a deputy.
No, that's LAPD too.
He's LAPD.
What about the guy having sex in the car?
No, this was a guy
just recently. He got caught. They posted a film of him having sex in the police car.
That one I ain't heard of. There's one that got caught from a DNA shot, right?
That's the LAPD guy. And then
LAPD. There's one guy that got caught with he filming men in the bathroom.
Oh, that's at Angel Stadium, right?
At Angel Stadium, yeah. He actually works special projects or something for LAPD.
LAPD investigator busted. LA sheriff investigator busted for raping a minor. Now she came and gave her story to the sheriffs, and they put him in charge of her investigation, and then he raped her.
Well, this is dated November 19, 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a.
Well,
this guy that I was talking about is just recent. The rape suspect from LAPD.
Well, yeah, he got hit. There's not too much you can say because they always touting DNA, right?
Yeah.
There's not too much you can say when you get caught in the DNA hit.
Right. Well, what happened was the girl made the complaints, and then
that says July 12th.
Okay. Yeah.
He just got convicted. That's why.
He just got convicted.
Yeah.
But it was from
last
2018.
year.
Yeah.
How much time? Is that?
Not yet.
No, he's supposed to get 3 years.
Damn.
Oh, my word.
3 years in prison.
So much time.
It's part of the
When he
plea
lost
agreement.
his job, he'll never be a cop again. That's for damn sure.
Well, see, here's when I was in the feds, they hid a lot of cops for certain things in the feds.
Right.
So, I mean,
Or they just move them to a different spot like the priests. When they do wrong, they just send them somewhere else.
You know, it depends now. And I don't know how true this is, but the what you call it goes that LAPD and the DEA, when they kind of started getting big and stuff like that, they took a lot of rogue cops from around the country, or people who had lost their jobs elsewhere. But that's another thing the union does is that everybody that gets fired don't get fired and can't come back. A lot of people are able to resign and they might find some little place somewhere that are hiring.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I know a couple of guys like that.
that's
They
another
got
thing
fucked up with the sheriff and moved
Well,
somewhere else.
yeah, and then go somewhere else and get a job. I mean, and especially if they haven't been convicted of anything. The case was
Pending.
even not pending, but they were able to walk away from it for
maybe
whatever
something
reason.
that didn't. It was a disciplinary thing inside.
Yeah.
and it didn't.
But once you
necessarily
get
to court.
convicted, see, you can't get convicted of something and then become a police officer, because if you get convicted and then you got to go to court and testify, they can always go there and say, Your Honor, I don't think that this person here can testify because, and give that reason, and now his word is nothing. If you can't testify to a case, you're not worth anything to that police department. You can work inside or something, but as far as testifying to cases and stuff, you're done. Your testimony is nothing.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. Like I remember when they had the thing about the you couldn't have a gun permit. You couldn't have a gun if you had a what they call it, spousal abuse or something like that.
Right.
Shoot, they was taking people back to court and re-sentencing them. So you couldn't have a felony. They couldn't. I think it was you couldn't have a felony, but you could have a misdemeanor. If you had a felony, you couldn't legally own the gun.
Right.
And I know at least Minneapolis took a few people back to court. They took a couple of officers back to court so they could keep their gun.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And like I was in the BOP, or the Bureau of Prisons, Federal Bureau of Prisons at the time. Some of them cats was definitely in trouble. BOP after the military, that's the second largest group of people that are able to carry a gun. Is the Federal Bureau of Prisons.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't know too much about the prison makeup, but
I see.
the spousal assault, I can understand that, because nobody wants to take that chance of giving you back a gun and you go and kill your wife with the gun or kill somebody else after the fact.
Well, well, he's not your new boss, but the cat that's running the demonstration now, he seemed to have given a cat his gun back, and
he's getting some shit for that.
Dude was trying to break into he got him on video trying to break into the house, and old boy said, "Well, he got a raw deal." Yeah, he got a raw deal.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
man.
about this old dude, the film executive? When they gonna take him to court? He keep buying his way out of it. Huh?
Who you talking about?
Henry Weintraub.
Weinstein.
Weinstein.
Well, most of his stuff is I don't think it's criminal. It's mostly
He said,
Oh,
she
no,
said.
no.
It's criminal.
Yeah, oh,
I
yeah,
thought it
definitely
was,
criminal.
Getting them bitches.
Not most of it, some of it.
Okay.
is criminal.
You
Where
make them throw them draws.
Well, see, here's the thing. You know, the one that they thought was a slam dunk was old boy
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah,
That just got thrown out. See,
now that's sort of weird though. You know, the guy thought he had him dead to right, and all of a sudden,
money.
Probably just paid him off.
that's what I think.
no, they didn't say
They didn't say
They
that.
didn't say that the guy dropped the case. The guy dropped his allegations. They said the case was thrown out, which has total different meaning to me.
But
if
his
he
own
doesn't
evidence
testify,
has disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you don't testify,
Yeah, you're not going to testify.
And
Your
everybody
evidence.
else-
Well, see, the thing about the testifying now, they don't necessarily have to testify. They can still go through with the
yeah,
prosecution.
but it came with a allegation from this person. That's how
Yeah,
it was.
and you have to have your accuser has to go before the court and give testimony. He can't just make that allegation and not
have no proof or none of that shit.
He's got to be able to testify against.
Last week, the guy said that this guy wasn't going to testify.
Yeah,
and that's how it got thrown out.
and the evidence from his phone
was
disappeared from his phone, supposedly. So,
but wasn't that the main reason why he got the court thing? Because he said he had evidence.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He walk up and was grabbing dude nuts.
Well,
I like you saying.
Here's the thing: is it that's poor police work? Because if he had evidence on his phone, somebody should have backed it up and got a copy of it.
Yeah,
Sure, absolutely. But hey, money does talk.
But again, who does that hurt? It's not hurting Kevin Spacey. It's hurting the guy who claims that he's the victim.
What's that man movie Kevin Spacey was in? I like that movie. He played what's the name of it?
Cersei?
Cersei, yeah. Jose Cersei.
Kaiser Cersei.
Seven,
not Jose.
Seven?
Kaiser Cersei.
Kaiser
Cersei.
Seven.
No.
So do you think Kevin Spacey's career gonna get back on
That
track
was a
now?
good ass movie, man.
Now that's a golden question
Mhm.
because do they have to go back and give him his job per se?
Mhm.
You know,
Because
up
they
in
fired
the
him on those
most
shows.
entertainment contracts come with
A more morality clause.
such things that they can get rid of you for.
Yeah.
I mean, plus there's after this allegation also came the fact that he's supposed to be a dick on the set. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those people that nobody likes and nobody gets along with. So this is just one of those things where they said, we can get rid of this motherfucker. Anyway.
they're putting the cherry on top of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
The guy's a great actor.
Yeah.
yeah, he's a great actor.
Because
Sure.
I don't know if y'all remember, but there was allegations about old boy. What's his name? He played in a Soldier Story, but he also was in the show, the TV show.
Oh, I know the black guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Henry Rollins?
Yeah, there was
He was
allegations
gay.
against him when he was out there.
Oh, yeah, he's
filming
gay. He was super gay.
Yeah. Well, those weren't apparently not just allegations. I mean,
They say the whole cast was on drugs, man.
Oh yeah.
Except for Connor O'Connor, his son, everybody was on drugs.
Wow.
Carol Connor's son is well known.
Denise Nicholas was on drugs?
No, not her, but the
Okay.
me.
Carol Connor.
What's his name was married to her. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah,
Oh, boy, we was talking about
football player.
with the wig.
Oh
yeah?
yeah. All right.
Yeah,
he
he married
beat
to
her.
her.
Beat her.
Denise Nichols.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was married to him, and she was married to Grandma.
Yeah.
And
Denise Nichols.
Yeah.
He whooped
Yeah.
that ass too.
He beat her too. He beat her too.
And he's married to Butch Johnson's sister now.
Yeah.
Candy Johnson. Bill Withers.
Bill Withers dead, ain't he?
No,
No.
he just had a
He
documentary
lives
about
in
it.
West Hollywood.
Yeah, he got a documentary about it.
Well, I just saw him, but he was on somebody's documentary.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't see his yet.
See him on
tell you
Sunset
what,
all the time.
He did well, man, for us to say. He didn't know nothing
Nice
about
man.
Oh,
music.
he was in what's his name? The one that put him up there. The boy I was talking about. They call the Black Godfather
Oh, yeah.
because they were saying how
Paris.
his music wasn't that
Fantastic. Huh?
right.
Clarence
it was
Avery.
more, Bill Withers' music can
Yeah,
seem
Clarence
more
Avery. That's right.
folk music than anything else. So it was the fact about somebody took a chance with the folk music. Yeah, that's
he actually wrote them songs. He wanted someone else to sing it, and the guy heard him sing. He said, "Why don't you sing it yourself?" Shit, he did well, man.
Yeah, I seen old dude. He was at the end of Quincy Jones thing too.
Yeah.
That Quincy Jones birthday.
All right, we gotta shut this. Bring it home. It's almost 2 hours. Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Demetrius, you're a good MC, huh?
Yeah.
So you the MC and he the facilitator, huh?
So yeah. Thanks, brothers.
Well, you're welcome.
For participating, and we'll probably have this in 2 parts, 2 weeks. But stay tuned for another new episode in a couple of weeks of Kenny and D podcast.
Do you take this? Is this you can see, or is it this